I truly believe this video is going to be very valuable for both me and you. And let me explain why. I've actually kind of maybe discovered like groundbreaking, eye-opening business advice that I genuinely believe that's going to make me finally get results within the next few months. And it really has to do with your product research and your market research and your product selection. Your product is basically your whole business. So it's super, super important to choose the right product. Okay. Now, obviously, in e-commerce, it's also a creative game. So both your product and your creatives are super important. And I've actually, again, found both groundbreaking like news. Very good business advice for both. But today we're going to separate those advices in different videos. And today we're going to be talking about the product selection, which, comes first. And what I've realized is I'm wondering if any of you, like if you across the screen watching, have read the Blue Ocean Strategy book. Because I haven't, but yet the principle that I'm about to talk about is very similar to it. And it's kind of like when I kind of discovered this, like when I learned this, it was kind of like a dumb moment, but yet it was like I never thought about it or never implemented it or did it. So it's like, again, more and more I realize that e-commerce or just business in general is just so straightforward, and it's so important to kind of ignore all the bullshit online. After a certain point, when you've been in the game for more than a year, you have all the information you fucking possibly need to get 6-7 figures. You have it all. It's now just up to you to block out all the noise and just think logically and kind of do your own strategy, basically. But basically, because I've been in communities online, I've been in different spaces, and they kind of all push the same thing, right? They kind of push like this, the women's clothing product, beauty products, cosmetics, serums, shampoos, maybe clothing, again, I've said that, jewelry, whatever. And if you really, really think about it, those products really sell well, but yet it's so fucking saturated. Think about when a customer, right? Because you have to look at it through the customer's POV, right? And they're obviously doing an impulse purchase. They're going to buy through your ad on the spot, right? So when your customer is scrolling and they see an ad of your product, if they see a clothing product, a jewelry product, or some serum or shampoo, whatever, automatically they can think at the top of their head a bunch of other brands that they're comparing it to. And if the ad doesn't convince them that your product is better than all the like 7-8 figure business brands they have in their head, they're probably not going to purchase. But if they see a product for like the first time, it's such a unique product, like it makes you, like, even me, when I'm looking at the product and doing product research, it makes me be like, wow, like I didn't know this product existed, or I never thought about it. It's very unique, or it's a cool idea. You want that same mental frame to happen to your consumer when they're scrolling on their ad, because therefore they then try to compare this product to other people, right? And they can't think of any other brands. So for now, quickly in their head, they can say, well, if I want this product, I gotta get it from here. It has to be from here because I haven't seen this product anywhere else. And this is a really cool idea. I want it. The idea of I want it, okay, where can I get it? Well, I can't just go up and find another brand. I can't think of it. I have to get it from here. first time I saw it, right? So it's like understanding that mental framework has really, really changed my product research and is really, really going to change my product selections moving forward. And I do think because your product selection is probably one of the main factors of success in e-commerce, I think that's why I'm going to succeed in the next few months, because I kind of realize that now, and I want to tell you. You know, for an example, I'm trying to think of an example, right? Again, a consumer scrolls, they see clothing, all that shit, they can compare. But what about, what's a product like a titanium cutting board? Let's just say, okay. Now that it is maybe like that's not the best example because it's pretty common. Like you might be able to get that in stores, but like let's say when it first came out, a titanium cutting board, you don't see that, and automatically when someone sees an ad of it, obviously the creative convinces them of the benefits of targeting their pain points of why they want it. But just the product itself not only sells itself because it's self-explanatory, it's pretty simple to understand, but it's also, think of a fucking brand. You right now think of, like, you see a titanium cutting board scrolling on social media. Think of a brand right now. Like, when you think of titanium cutting board, do you think of a brand? I can't think of anything. But if I see leggings, I can think of Lululemons. I can think of Gymshark, Nike, whatever, all these clothing brands or shoe brands, whatever. If I look at the, shampoo, I can think of Bath and Body Works. I can think of Head and Shoulder. Like, there's all these other brands. So if I see like, if you sell these products, it's like, oh, look at this shampoo. It helps you like save your hair, right? Make your hair healthier. There's so many other options that the customer can automatically think of. And I'm not even like a real customer in that fucking niche, but I could already think of a bunch of shampoo fucking companies that are worth 7-8 figures, right? So it's really just, it's being unique. Like when you look at the product and you look at the brand that is successful, I've seen a lot of like case studies of like successful brands, and what I find in common sometimes, obviously a lot of people are successful with those saturated products, and it could still work. It's just that the chances of it winning are going to be harder for you. So why not, again, stop trying to make yourself go uphill and try to make it as easy as possible. Choose a good product, right? But it's like I realized that every time I see a case study of a winning store that's making 6 figures, maybe monthly even, a lot of the times I have this thought of, fuck, I never thought of that. That's actually unique. Like, I never thought of, like, that's the question I ask myself. I never thought of that. So whenever I'm doing product research, obviously it has to follow all the criterias, of a winning product. But like the first thing I look at is it like common? Is there like a brand that comes up to people's heads when they look at this product? Is it unique? Does it target a good market? Does it target good audience that, money is not a question. They're willing to pay to solve the problem. Again, I go deeper in my Discord. I have tens and tens of documents talking about this, going a bit deeper into it. But basically, that's kind of like the main idea. And I genuinely believe that if you start testing products that follow this criteria of being so unique, you're kind of creating your own blue ocean, right? You're going away from the red oceans, the bloody oceans, and you're kind of diving into a bluer ocean, because you still want a brand to be running this product. You still want proven concept. You still want to know that this product will sell. But it's just like understanding that everyone is doing one thing and you kind of have to do another thing, because it's just like life, school, 9 to 5, right? If everyone's doing one thing, and if you do what everyone else is doing, you're going to expect the masses results, expect the results that everyone else is going. But if you want exceptional results, you got to do exceptional things. You got to do different things, right? So just like in life. So this life principle applies to business principle. Everyone, flocks to trends or whatever, what works, but you kind of have to be like, okay, everyone's doing this. Everyone's using spy tools. Everyone's doing beauty products, whatever. I gotta maybe find my product somewhere else in another type of market. Because at the end of the day, there's so many types of products that will sell. There's so many different markets. So many. And again, abundance. The pie is so big, even just taking a little piece can be life-changing money for you. And I really, really realized that. And at the end of the day, all this bullshit that these gurus, push you on the internet, where they say like, this is the strategy you got to do, take it from TikTok to Facebook, and it has to be a beauty product, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, think about it. I talked about this before. In a video game, when there's a cheat code, everyone would do the cheat code, and everyone would flock to the cheat code, and then maybe it would get patched, right? But everyone would do the cheat code. Like if you were to ask, what's the cheat code in Call of Duty? People would be like, oh, this is the cheat code. But guess what? It's in the definition. It's a cheat code. So everyone knows it, and everyone's doing it because it works when it's unfixed, right? But why do you think in business or in e-com and in this space, everyone's saying do this, do that, do this, all types of different strategies? And they claim to be like, this is the cheat code. Hard slap of reality, there is no cheat code. And that is why there's so many people saying different things, because if there was a cheat code, everyone would be doing the cheat code. So it's truly, it's again, understanding that this cheat code, selling the dream bullshit is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And it's just honestly thinking straightforward. Like thinking like actually as a business owner, and take your drop shipping brain rot mind out and think of business. Because my brain rot drop shipping mind would be like, oh yeah, move it from TikTok to Facebook because that's the strategy everyone's doing. Sell to girls, sell beauty because that's what everyone's doing. No, and you just copy paste. That's all brain rot, and you're not going to get anywhere. You might, some people, because you see that, and some people do well with it, but do you realize, like, genuinely realize, I'm not even joking, the people that find success with that, once the store dies, because it eventually dies because they're not skilled enough, they don't have another winner for a freaking very long time, because they're not building skills. They're not building business skills. They can't do it again because it was luck. It was pure sheer luck. And because everyone's doing it, the chances of people hitting it are getting lower and lower and lower. Yes, the few people will hit it, but they will not be able to have another successful store because it's all pure luck. You want to try to make your own luck. You want to try to build skills enough so that you can constantly keep doing this. That's where not only life-changing money will come in your way, but that's where security will come. That's where you know that I can lose everything and build again. My empire will be built because I have the skills. I'm capable of selling value through physical products to thousands of people, generating me millions of dollars. That's how you have to go at it. But again, I hope that you liked this nice slap of reality, because trust me, the space needs it, because everyone's saying bullshit. And I hope you learned a very valuable lesson. I do know that this is what's going to move me forward in the next few months. I'm again very excited to implement it, not just talk about it, but implement it. Lead by example. Anyways, if you want more value like this, if you want more information like this, if you want more authenticity, transparency, and a community that's all on the same page, all a bunch of people that are gonna help you out genuinely, like just purely, not all this bullshit on the internet, check my Discord in below. A bunch of killers in there, and obviously I'll see you at the top.